חודש טוב. Thank you for Yehuda, thank you for Esther. And it's really a lot of blessings coming up toward us this month. So before we go into dive into a deep meditation, I would like to share a few more points, a few more blessings that will be available for us. Just for us to remember, to not making the connection. But all of the energies we're talking about, they're just in a potential state. It means I need to tap in to connect to those energies in order for me to receive all the blessings. Now, one of the things we shared before, it was the letters of the months. But as Zohar explained in Tikkunei Zohar, about there are 12 different combinations of the Tetragrammaton, the name of God, that represent, each one of them represent different type of energy of each month. And the Ari took those combinations and he relayed them to each month. This month, you can see on the screen, there is the sentence over there. It's called Yithalel HaMithalel Haskel Ve'yadua. So the combination is Yud Hey, Hey Vav. And Ari explained about Haskel Ve'yadua, but the other part, the left part of the sentence, he says, in this month, we have the opportunity and the ability to cleave ourselves with energy of wisdom. We know wisdom is not just the wisdom we earn in school, or we look at the internet, or reading books. We're talking about the upper wisdom. The wisdom is the light of the Creator. So this month, there is a big opening in the cosmos for us to tap to a higher level of consciousness. Of course, if we want, and if we're going to do the work. As we mentioned before, Taurus, he doesn't really want to move a lot. He wants everything to come toward him, and don't move nothing in my house, just leave it as it is, right? So we'll see, I will share some insights of things that we can do this month to move ourselves more. So, also we mentioned that this month it's related with healing. And we're going to see a few insights of why it's related with healing. So first of all, there is the famous sentence, that if we're going to listen to the Creator, what He's telling us to do, the Creator promised us, you're never going to be sick. Because why? Because, as mentioned before, I'm God, your healer. But tonight we're going to use a different combination in that sentence. You can see the letters over there, Yud, 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 that related with the power of healing. That soon we're going to do a special meditation. Now, in that point, one of the Kabbalists, he says why it's the energy of healing in this month. And the Magid of Dinov, the Bnei Yisachar, he explained and he said that all of the weaknesses that we have, most of, let's say, no, not all, because, we can't just make a statement about it, but I'm just reading what he says. He says, most of the weaknesses and diseases that human beings have, he says it's because of all of the foods that they nourish themselves that is not good for their body. Okay? All of the food. So he's saying, what's happened in the months of Iyar? What's happened in these specific months? According to the Torah, according to all of the codes to support and to help us. We know that the Israelites, they went into the desert, right? And then they complain about the food, they complain about the meat, that they don't have enough food that they have in Egypt. So what's happened in these months? They received the manna. The manna. What was the manna? The manna, it says, one of the names of the manna, also it's the power of healing. It says, "Vayamter alehem man le'echol," and the second name of the manna, it's called Lechem Abirim. So if we want to do it in a free translation, it's the bread of the knights. The knights back then with the swords, right? But that's not what it meant to be. It means, and the Kabbalist explains, he says, Nivla ba'evarim. It means that power of the manna was swallowed inside of the body parts. It means a person that ate the manna, also, the Creator told us not to take too much, take just exactly what we need. It's been swallowed in our body parts, and no one gets sick. And if a person was sick before and ate the manna, he'd been cured. Okay, so we have that power on this month available for us. Even though we don't physically the manna, but we have the energy that exists to cleave ourselves with the energy of healing. Now, also in this time, if you remember the story, the well of Miriam the prophet, the sister of Moshe. The well being revealed to the Israelite in that time, the months of Iyar. But when? After it says Birfidim, Refe'adaim. After the Israelites have doubts. After the war of Amalek. Amalek represents, it's not a nation, physical nation. It represents doubts. You know, how many times in life we can find ourselves having doubts? Somebody have recently feel some doubts this week?
Yes.
Yes, okay. And it can be about anything in life, right? Where you can have doubts. So he says, the well of Miriam also, there are so many stories about it, but it's very, very powerful and unique. It's power of healing that can help us also to elevate ourselves to a higher level of consciousness. So everything that's been said before, you know, we have so many support systems in the cosmos that are available for us this month. I just need to type into them. Now, also we know that the Taurus, right, when he's a baby Taurus, how you name baby Taurus? It's called a calf, Egel, right? What is a calf? The Kabbalah is saying it's connected with Egel HaZahav, with what the Israelites did in the desert, right? Egel HaZahav, the golden calf, right? But what's happened over there, right? So he says that we have the antidote in these months to cure ourselves and our consciousness, not to go against the power of the light. Because as Esther mentioned before, you know, if we're going to listen, really listen, the light telling us exactly what we need to do. According to our vessel, according to our correction. But usually we don't like to listen, right? I know what I know, and let me just do it in my way. I did it my way. We need to listen, because the light is telling us exactly what to do, and actually it says that the soul every night go to the upper world. The soul been given the report of what the soul is supposed to do in the next day. But it's also saying the soul is screaming every day, and no one listens. So we want to open ourselves, especially these months, to listen more. Now, also, the two temples been built when? In the months of Adar. In the new moon of Adar. Adar.
Yeah.
Okay. The new moon of Iyar. Sorry. The new moon of Iyar. But what's important about what is it very important about the two temples? Why they need to be built, both of them in different time, you know, thousands of years after, to build in the same time. So it says that it's been built on there is a mountain called the Moriah Mountain in Jerusalem, right? So why in that specific spot? Because in that specific spot, different things, a lot of things happen over there, a lot of blessings, right? But it says something very, very powerful that we all need, and we all, you know, we're talking about healing. It's part of heal ourselves, right? To open ourselves more, to open our heart. And the main story, why it's been built over there, in that specific point, there is a story about two brothers, that they have two fields that connected to each other. And one day they found a huge, huge treasure. And they start to fight with each other. But they fight with each other about what? Not who it belonged to me, it belonged to you. They fight with each other, that treasure belonged to you. Another brother says that treasure belonged to you. So the energy of love and unity they have between them, the Creator says, oh, this is the spot of love that I will build the temple here. Why? Because what is the temple? It's to share any type of energy, blessings with the entire world. So we have also that energy these months available for us. Because if I want to heal myself, it's not that if I'm going to eat something specific or different diet, we have to combine body, mind, and soul. We have to use everything, all the tools we have to balance ourselves, okay? So, there is a special meditation that will help us with the letters of the Yud, Yud, Yud to help us to balance our energy. How many of us feeling stress every day? Do you feel some stress? Just you, everybody? Yes. You feel the stress is getting stronger and stronger every day. You know, Esther mentioned some things here about it, right? But we know there are different type of stress. And the Kabbalists explain that that if I'm using the stress in the right way, I can build more, I can share more, I can do more. Unfortunately, most of the stress for all of us, it's affecting our, at the end result, it's affecting our body parts. Something will happen. We start being like flexible and then, the back, there is something I can, right? So the thing is, the Kabbalah is explaining, there is the external stress and there is the internal stress. The external stress is what like all of us and most of us feeling, but the internal, it means we're talking about desire. If I have to do something, just stop. Let's use what we learn in Kabbalah 1. It's very simple. Make a decision that you really want to do it. Not because you have to do it, because I want to do it. And I was explaining about, we need to understand everything that we are doing, and many things we are doing that I have to do it, and I don't want to do it, you're still doing it. So at least what I'm saying, you need to understand, you choose to do it, even you don't want to do it. So stop for a second, do that restriction, and meditate, okay, you know what? I'm going to increase my inner stress that I want to do it. I'm choosing to do it. Now when I'm choosing to do it, now I can receive more messages and my channel is open to do it in the best way that I can. But if not, I'm still going to do it and I'm going to suffer along the way. That's a choice, okay? So like we said, Taurus is a stubborn energy, right? So we have to stop being stubborn. And we have to start to listen more and to move ourselves more. So that meditation, I'm just going to put it that we can look at the letters before we start the meditation. You see there are 4 arrows, right? So I'm going to explain first what we're going to do and how it's going to affect us. And then we're going to do it. Now even while the meditation you can't imagine the letters, you can imagine like small balls of light. Okay, that energy come through it, just listen to my voice and I'm going to guide you. So you see the meditation, so first of all we're going to do, we're going to imagine, when we close our eyes, imagine a square in our mind. In front of us it will be a square. If you can see the letters in the square, fine. If not, just see balls of light. So we're going to inhale. The first inhale, we're going to go up. See the arrow is going up. In the square that we're going to see, we're going to breathe inside yud, 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 yud. Then we're going to hold. We're going in the square. We're going to hold for another 4 yuds. Then we're going to exhale for another 4 yuds, and then we're going to hold for another 4 yuds. Okay? Are you ready for it?
Yeah.
Now, what I want to do is just think about nothing. Just listen to my voice and listen to your breath. If you feel any stress while you're doing it, it's fine. So you can use your own pace of breathing, because the point is not to hold too much and not to put stress. The energy is like to remove stress, right? Music soon, yes. So if I'm going too slow with the yud, 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 no problem. You can actually continue and just, don't put stress in your system, because I know that there is 2 types of breathing. There is the conscious breathing and there is the unconscious breathing. Most of the time we are in the state of unconscious breathing. We're just breathing. We're not really like thinking about it. The conscious breathing, it means like when I'm sitting and I start to breathe, suddenly I put so much oxygen, right? So I feel like kind of uncomfortable in my body. So we want to start to exercise more and more the energy of breath, because we can receive so much more, not just by breathing, but the Kabbalah explains that it can remove blockages from our blood. Just imagine how much power we have. And if we put the intention, it's much more, okay? So let's use it this month. If you can use it every day, it's not a very long meditation, very short, and you can choose at home whatever time you want to do it. I'm just going to guide you. And let's put some music. Just look at the letters. Soon. Just look again at the letters, look at the arrows. Going up, left, down. Also look at the letters P and Vav, because we're going to include them in some of the meditation. Keep looking on the letters, maybe at least for 40 seconds. You start to uncross your hands and legs. Just feel comfortable. Do whatever you need to feel more comfortable. Try to be here at the now, the moment. Nothing else matters. You want to plant seeds for the entire months. When you're ready, you can close your eyes if you didn't do so. We're going to start with first inhale. Yud, 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 Yud. Hold. Yud, 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 Yud. Exhale. Yud, 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 Yud. Hold. Yud, 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 Yud. Inhale. Yud, 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 Yud. Hold. Yud, 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 Yud. Exhale. Yud, 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 Yud. Hold. Yud, 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 Yud. Inhale. Yud, 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 Yud. Hold. Yud, 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 Yud. Exhale. Yud, 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 Yud. Hold. Yud, 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 Yud. Inhale. Yud, 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 Yud. Hold. Yud, 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 Yud. Exhale. Yud, 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 Yud. Hold. Yud, 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 Yud. Inhale. Yud, 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 Yud. Hold. Yud, 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 Yud. Exhale. Yud, 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 Yud. Hold. Yud, 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 Yud. Inhale. Yud, 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 Yud. Hold. Yud, 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 Yud. Exhale. Yud, 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 Yud. Hold. Yud, 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 Yud. Inhale. Yud, 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 Yud. Hold. Yud, 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 Yud. Exhale. Yud, 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 Yud. Hold. Yud, 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 Yud. Inhale. Yud, 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 Yud. Hold. Yud, 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 Yud. Exhale. Yud, 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 Yud. Hold. Yud, 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 Yud. Inhale. Yud, 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 Yud. Hold. Yud, 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 Yud. Exhale. Yud, 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 Yud. Hold. Yud, 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 Yud. Keter. Inhale. Yud, 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 Yud. Hold. Yud, 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 Yud. Exhale. Yud, 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 Yud. Hold. Yud, 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 Yud. Now keep breathing in a circuit way on your pace. Feel energy flowing in your body. Let your mind to go wherever he wants to go. Just let go of anything that comes to your soul. Just be. Connect and be one with the energy of the cosmos. Now we connecting in a deeper level to the second part of the meditation, the letter P and Vav. If you can't see the letters, just you can imagine two balls of light, big ones, in front of you. in the letter P, we have the letter Bet. If you can close with your finger the left nozzle. Keep just the right open. And you want to, while you inhale, you like to draw the light from the letter Bet through the right nozzle. We'll do it for 3 times. Essential column, right column, inhale. Hold for 2 seconds. Taken out from the right nozzle. Left column. Hold. Exhale. Everything out. And again, to the little bit. Inhale. Exhale. Release your left hand. Now from the letter Vav, Corinthians with the energy of Zir and Pin, all the energy of blessings, of healing, sustenance. Open your left palm. And now while we're going to 3 deep breaths, we want to meditate that energy of the light entering through my left palm, straight to my heart, and from my heart to all of my body parts, connecting with that energy of healing, essential column, the balance, right column chesed. Exhale. Gvura. Circuit way. Let all of this energy to flow into your body parts. Make a decision this month to use the tools to move ourselves, use all of the positive signs of the sign of the planet to choose to do the work, not to wait, to be proactive, to work out from all of the things that stopping me to be the beacon of light I'm supposed to be. To let my soul to express itself. Let's take another deep breath from our belly. When you exhale, you can open your eyes. Leave the music on. Let's open our eyes. We want to stay in that moment where we can plant some more seeds. And we says that these months we need to move ourselves. We need to go the opposite of the nature of Taurus. Have the remote. So there are a few things that we can do this month. We like to be proactive about. We like to choose. Put it here, you can see it. Oh, it's going backwards. Sorry. Okay. So we'd like to connect, as we mentioned before, with the positive energy that exists this month. So I don't want to wait that something will happen, then I need to restrict. I'm studying Kabbalah to be proactive. If I want positive things, I need to be proactive and to start to do some things that will connect me with positive situations, okay? So there are a few things we can do this month. We know that there are many things that we know they are good for us and we're not really doing them. And there are things that are good for us, bad for us, and we're not stopping doing them, right? So we like to choose in a spiritual level and in a physical level, okay? Choose from the lists that you might have, or you can just ask yourself, in a physical level, when we talked about what the Kabbalist Bnei Yisachar explained, I'm sure there are things in our diet that actually harming us. We know, but we're still doing them. This month, choose something that you would like to remove from your diet. It will be maybe a big restriction because, as we mentioned, Taurus is love food, he loves comfortability. Now you tell me to remove it from it. No, come on, not this month, maybe next month. Gemini. No, we need to do it this month. Choose one thing in the physical level that you wish to remove. Now, in the physical level, again, choose something that it's good for you, but you're still not doing it. And many people told you in the past, no, you should eat this or drink that, it will help you, and this, and come on, this is for me. It's too healthy for me, right? Maybe you should choose something that will help you, okay? Now, in the spiritual level, we have also many things that actually blocking us, right? We can have procrastination, we can judge people, we can have evil time, we can have different things in our system, right? I want to choose something, first of all, to stop doing one of those things. Because again, we can change overnight and do everything. And in the positive note, that I know something will be good for me, maybe I'm a person that I'm not giving too many credit to people, I'm not really give compliments to people. Remember, we have the energy of the power of love, the power of unity this month. I can type myself and overcome my nature by starting, I will start to give compliments. I remember, it was many years ago, I spoke with someone I was teaching in Boca, and she told me that she started a new job, and she told me, I'm going to the office, and I was, the first few weeks I was crying while working in this place. I said, why? So I'm going to this place, it was so cold over there, like not physically cold, like energy was from people, nobody talked with no one, no good morning, nothing. I went like into the cubicles and I felt like lonely and I felt like heavy energy. So what she did, she said, I remember I studied in one of the classes, if you want something, you need to be the first to do it. So she decided that every morning she come and she doesn't care, just, good morning everybody, good morning, how you doing? She started to scream all over. She said, what's happening slowly in the office, people start to respond. And we start to say to each other, good morning, and start to talk, and suddenly the energies change in the office. And it says about one of the Kabbalists, Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai, that just by looking at him or kiss his hand, you feel all what you need to correct. So he was such in a high level of consciousness and connection. But it says about him that he was the first one to do what? To say hello to each person he saw. And why is that? People ran toward him, but he ran toward people. Why? Because he didn't think, I'm Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai, I'm so over there, for him to come to me. No, I want the light first. I want the light first. So if I want love, I need to give love. If I want money, I need to give money. Whatever I want, I need to be the first to give. And this is the perfect month to be in charge on my proactive system. So choose from the spiritual level and from the physical level, just, one-on-one, the things that you would like to act upon. Nobody has to know what you want to do. And also, if you can use this, if you connect with this meditation, it really can help us to balance ourselves, balance our energy. And now, from that point of balancing my energy, I can really choose. I can be less and less proactive. I can start to think. I don't want the energies that exist out there to control me. I want to take in charge of my vessel, and I want to be proactive. So we just give him a few minutes a day, adding that meditation and balancing ourselves. I want to wish all of us good luck this month. Let's say connect with all of the blessings that exist, and let's be different people next month. Chodesh Tov.